I'm Michael Kingsbury. I'm the writer-director of GULAG Magadan. This is my director commentary series 7, and I hope you enjoy the commentary, and let's get started. This is a scene here coming up in which the lead actress who plays the part of Elisabetta tries to commit suicide. She tries to hang herself in the women's Gulag barracks because she cannot put up anymore with the rapes, the gang rapes, the constant rapes, and so she tries to kill herself. A lot of Gulag women did in fact try to kill themselves. There's one Gulag woman actually. She ran to one of the barbed wire fences and cut her wrists open on the barbed wire to kill herself, and they threw themselves at the barbed wire to try to get themselves killed. That's how bad it was. Other instances of attempted suicides or real suicides were eating dirt. The women would try to eat dirt and kill themselves that way. It was that ruthless and that brutal. What the rapes that they had to endure. And so let's get started on this. This is a hard scene. So. Yes, the actress who played the part of Elisabetta there, you saw her feet shaking in the suicide. She did an outstanding portrait of hanging with her voice and with her feet twitching. Just amazing. And it's also an interesting scene in which I did the foot makeup. I painted the feet to make them look like Gulag feet. All of these things are details. You cannot when you're making a film like this, you can't relax for 1 second, because any bit of skin that looks like it's freshly washed from a Hollywood shower, nice and clean, is going to look out of place. So anywhere you have skin exposed, you have to paint it up with makeup. The makeup I used was the German Aquacolor, which is a matte, water-based makeup, which worked out really well in a lot of cases. It had a lot of flexibility, and I could drain it off and scratch it and wear it on the actor's skin. It had a lot of flexibility, and it didn't have any sheen the way oil-based makeups do, which would have looked really odd in the Gulag. And then I also mixed in charcoal with that, so it would be Aquacolor and charcoal. And this was a case in which I did the feet pretty good to make them look like a Gulag feet. Just utterly filthy, grimy feet, which represented what it was like. Let's continue to watch. Here, Larissa wakes up and tries to and saves her bunkmate Elisabetta from death.
Lisa! Lisa!
Right again.
You are going to leave.
I want to die.
No, no, no. Give me 5 reasons you want to live. Give me 1 reason. Okay.
Walk over.
Okay. Karelia. 1 more. Just keep breathing. You're going to be okay. What did your Karelian priestess shaman tell you?
people. They're all gone. Oh God. I can't. I can't think straight. I have nothing left in me.
I know. I feel that about my long-gone Volga Germans. I know how you feel. There are few of us left. Very few.
I can't make it.
You can.
I'm fading.
No, they forced that guilt, that lie on you. You can.
I don't know who I am anymore. I'm not so sure anymore.
They despise our kindness, our trusting nature. They make innocent feel guilty. The conscientious feel ashamed. That is their weapon.
I can't stand up. I'm fading. I can't seem to remember.
You're going to be okay.
Fading. I'm losing my mind.
I should add here that why this rape victim in the Gulag attempted suicide is the reason why a lot of rape survivors attempted suicide or do attempt suicide. It stands as one of the last opportunities for that individual to regain control over their lives when they feel that they have been violated and defiled and controlled and lost control of so much of their body and their being. That suicide represents the last chance for them to reenact, or to regain control over their lives. It's the last statement. So this that scene you just saw tried to bring that forward, to explain the reason why. It's just not thrown in for action. It's thrown in for realism.
It's been 2 days. You had complete mental breakdown.
I can't remember who I am.
You're Elizabeth, GRU intelligence officer, dissident. You nearly destroy by publishing Kurganov documents in Western newspapers.
Oh yes, Kurganov.
Do you remember shame?
What?
Shame.
No. I don't remember shame.
You should be very proud.
I have nothing inside. I was thinking of my Karelian people and then
Last time you were here, you were ashamed.
had dreamed that I was with my Catalan people. It felt so good.
Good.
I do feel good.
Goodness is pride. No more shame.
No more shame in me now. I remember you were saying English caused genocide.
Well, I still think anger doesn't stop injustice.
So, pride is fine for me, but anger not for you.
Old believers don't force our religion on you. You're free.
But do you ever get angry?
No, it's sin.
It's deadly sin, right?
Right, no forgiveness.
No forgiveness for anger or hate.
None. You know, Solzhenitsyn wrote about your documents in Archipelago GULAG.
Solzhenitsyn. He wrote about my...
Yes, you did. Be proud.
I'm beginning to reprogram myself, but you...
Me? I don't think I need reprogramming.
Remember we were talking about your fear of being angry.
It's not fear.
You were saying anger leads to genocide.
It does. I don't see purpose of anger.
lies.
I don't see purpose of anger. Now, what does it solve?
So if 65 million Russians are rounded up and sent to Gulag genocide, we shouldn't resist. Have anger?
Look, you can't make me feel your anger.
It's not my anger. It's your anger. It's anger to every human being. It's freedom of expression.
How would anger will stop sending people to Gulag?
Because we would have allowed ourselves to be outraged at the injustice of the Gulag, resisted.
Anger at injustice?
Do you have anger at injustice? If you don't have anger at injustice, then you are part of the problem.
You can't force morality.
Don't you feel anger against injustice? You're very big on pushing pride, which is sin, but you are not so much on anger, which is also sin. Why?
Pride for you.
So I can have pride and anger, but you can't? Because you are perfect without sin. Is that it? And anger. That's what you need. You have long told me to save myself by loving myself and having pride in myself. But you refuse to have anger to defend your people because you tell me it is sin.
I am old believer. You are pagan. What's okay for you is not okay for me. I can't commit violence and have hate and anger.
You're going to have to show anger, to show hate, to protect us from extermination.
I don't know.
But you have to.
I can't commit violence and hatefulness, no.
You want to be saint, but you are a man. I'll read to you from Solzhenitsyn. How we burned in camps, realizing if we had just fought them with whatever we had in the camp for us. Yes. What are you going to do about it? You will watch while 65 million of your people are sent to Gulag.
It is sin to have anger, wrath, hate.
Maybe it is time to consider committing sin then.
Who will forgive me?
who will forgive your sins.
Hate is mortal sin.
Show wrath, show hate. Defend humanity. For what man is truly without sin? I understand your old believer, father, and family. I know this is hard for you, Piotr.
This is a very intense scene in which Piotr, who is a dissident, he is an old believer, an ultra-Orthodox Christian, and with that accompanying set of morality. And he is, debating with Elisabetta here, who is a Karelian pagan of her ancestral religion.
No. We must always be meek and humble lambs of God. Are you one of racists?
Racists. Mass killer Leon Trotsky invented that word in 1930 with his publication History of Russian Revolution, when he wrote, "Latest revelations of the racists." He killed 4 million people he thought were racists. So I ask you, since you use that word, are you mass murderer like Trotsky?
After I hate, who is going to forgive me?
Don't worry. 60 million Russians, Ukrainians, Belarusians, Baltics, Karelians died for your sins. Ask them for forgiveness.
Don't be mean.
I am not mean. Go ask the Belarusian girl who was shot in the Karpathy forest. Go ask her for your forgiveness. She is your saint. She died for your sins. Ask her for
Keep
forgiveness.
it down. Keep it down. They will hear.
Good! Let them hear!
Keep it down.
I'm sorry.
That concludes director commentary number 7 for Gulag Magadan. I hope you enjoyed this commentary, and if you did, please share it with your friends, family, relatives about the genocide of 65 million Europeans in the Marxist USSR Gulag death camps. If you like this video, please subscribe and hit the like button on this. Thank you very much, and we'll see you again.